upgrading our stadium and our whale habitats, which we are really excited about. It's going to be some great improvements for our whales and also for the guest experience. That should wrap up in the next couple months. And in the meantime, our whales are living in our back pools, which gives us the opportunity to give you all kind of a different perspective about how we care for our animals and see them really up close and get an idea of kind of what we do outside of our shows and presentations that you would typically see on your visit to SeaWorld. All right, we're going to do some introductions here with our killer whales, starting with our oldest whale. This is my favorite killer whale. Her name is Katina. Katina is 47 years old. She's very special to us because she gave birth to the first baby killer whale back in 1985. That's Katina. Beautiful. Katina weighs about 5,900 pounds. She's our largest female killer whale, and she is our dominant whale. She's the matriarch of our pod. In the Killer Whale Society, the girls are in charge, which is pretty exciting, and Katina is our boss lady here. Beautiful jump. That was her daughter, Nalani. That was Katina's daughter, Nalani. Nalani's 17 years old, doing that beautiful jump that we call bow, that typical arching jump that you see whales and dolphins do. We also are joined by Malia. Malia, I think, is going to do a jump in the center of the pool as well. She was born at SeaWorld, just like Nalani. She is 16 years old. There she is. Kicker behavior over there in that slide out. Excellent. Beautiful job. All right, so by show of hands, how many of you all have been to SeaWorld before and seen a killer whale show in the past? Killer whale presentation. All right, quite a few of you. Great. So you're used to seeing the typical presentations, and we're able to show off the athleticism of our whales, show our relationships with them. There is a whole bunch of other stuff that we do throughout our days here as animal trainers with our whales to make sure that they have a nice balance of different types of things to do. And you're going to get kind of a glimpse into what just one of those sessions is like. We're going to see some learning from Nalani, and I want to tell you, or kind of explain what's going on step by step. So Nalani again is interacting with Stacy in the back. Now we saw her doing that beautiful jump called a bow. It was over here on your left-hand side, that arcing type jump. So that was kind of the basic jump that we teach our whales to do. What we're trying to do now is teach Nalani a version of that jump where her pectoral or her side flipper will be up in the air. So you saw that she kind of started to do that, lifting her pectoral flipper up. The finished version of this behavior is her jumping completely out of the water with her flipper to the side and her belly facing all of you. So it's like a different version of that original bow. We call it a modifier. So we call it a pec up bow. The whales also know how to do ventral bows, which just means upside down bows. We can have them squirt water out of their mouth when they're doing a bow. So we put all these different modifiers or different changes to that behavior. So when we teach our behaviors, we have to start very simply and get more complex. Take little tiny baby steps towards a finished goal. With Nalani here, she seemed like she was getting the peck up part, but she wasn't understanding that we wanted her to do the jump out of the water part. That's no big deal. What we're going to do is just remind her that, hey, we're doing a bow, remember? Whistle over there means good job. If you hear the whistle, you feel free to clap for her, because it's our way of communicating to the whales that they did something that we're looking for. So we said, okay, let's get bow on the brain. Let's get bow on the brain. She's going to do this jump over here where Morgan tapped that target pole. We're going to see the normal version. Bow. Beautiful. Excellent. Splash zone. So Stacy gets a whistle. Nalani, you can hear that whistle at any part in the pool, and she knows to come back to Stacy for some sort of reinforcer or some kind of reward. And this is how we teach all the animals at SeaWorld, operating conditioning using positive reinforcement. We reward things that we like and want to see more of, and we ignore things that we're not looking for. So we wanted to give Nalani a little reminder, hey, we're doing a bow. So she gave that cue, peck up. We're going to have the bow too. This time Morgan's going to tap the target, and we're going to lift up the target to remind Nalani that we want her to jump up. Jump up! I was closer. Woo! I almost got wet on that one. So that was good. So that was a step in the right direction. You guys can clap. That was good, right? There we go. We got it on. Beautiful. Okay. So that was a nice, we call it an approximation, a nice approximation, step in the right direction towards that peck up, flipper up, bow, architect jump. She came up higher. The next thing that we're going to want to do is to see her go face first into the water. That'll be my next whistle, or Stacy's next whistle. Rostrum first entry, rostrum's the end of their face. So that's a really good step in the right direction for her here. We're trying again, okay. Regular, okay, so we got the peck up version. We're going to take a step back and say, hey, remember, we're doing the bow. So we do a lot of, couple steps forward, couple steps back. Very good. This is exciting to see all this learning going on with Milani. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now I want to explain what Morgan's getting soaked over here. It's cold. The tool that Morgan is holding is called a target pole. It's just a buoy on the end of the stick. Targeting is one of the first things that we teach our animals to do. Just means touching a part of their body to something else, and we typically start with them touching the end of their face, which again we call a rostrum, to our hand. They're really good about following our hands around, left, right, up, down, or around in circles. Then what we can do is generalize that idea to this tool, the target tool. Nice shades, Morgan. You look good, you look good. So our arms only reach so far, right? I got pretty short arms. But with this tool, this target pole, we can reach down underwater, we can raise it above the water, and we can shape behaviors in lots of different places in the pool here that our arms physically couldn't reach. All right, so we see, we're gonna try that again. Okay, so Stacy gave the cue at stage, you cue as well, or you signal. So we're going to try to direct her so you can get that face entry again into the pool. And down. Whoa. It's looking like a peck-up zipper at this point, huh? So that's some fun learning going on with Nalani. Nalani, her nickname is Noggin because she got a big old head. She's a very smart whale. We call her Noggin for short, or Nog. I don't want to completely ignore the other two amazing killer whales that are getting some back rubs here. That's Katina in the far right hand slide out with Jenny. And then we have Maria in the back and some love from Adam and Haley. So relationship building is a really important part of our job. It's really the foundation of everything that we do with our animals. Developing strong relationships with them takes a lot of time with our whales to get to know us, and then vice versa, we get to know them too. Teaching them behaviors like Milani is learning is one of the best ways to start building relationships with them. Our animals really enjoy learning new things. And then we find other things that they really seem to like and enjoy too, whether it's a back scratch like these two guys were getting. They each have their own little favorite spots that they like to get a massage. My favorite place to give a nice rub down to a killer whale is their armpits. Killer whales have the smoothest, softest armpits. I know it sounds weird, but it's the best thing ever. Killer whale armpits, my favorite. Killer whales, for those of you who have ever touched a dolphin before, they're just big dolphins, so they feel very similar to the smooth skin of a dolphin, kind of a smooth, almost rubbery texture. Very, very soft skin. The killer whale's skin is constantly growing and regenerating because it keeps them slippery in the water. So their skin is always sloughing off. So if we use any bit of fingernail on their skin, it rubs right off very, very easily. So again, a nice rub down, it's like an exfoliation treatment for the whales. Spa treatment for the killer whales. Amazing. The trainers are going to continue to do this relationship session with the whales. I'm going to stop talking here because I've been talking to your ear off. But if you have any questions about our whales, about our care for them, about how we teach them, again, my name is Justin. I'm going to do a lap around the perimeter. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you learned something new, and we hope that you had a great day today at SeaWorld. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye-bye.